is a Briggs & Stratton air cleaner. It's reasonably, give it a bit of a pull, make sure it's not, when they're really bad they'll pull apart. Here's an example. What's that funny saying I prepared earlier, blah blah blah. Now that's still sturdy, but you wouldn't use that, that's just really, it's really had it, that one. Maybe find an even, they're examples of something you just wouldn't bother with. Even if you were desperate, I'd probably just put an old sock across the, anyway. But that's still reasonable. It's still got the colour, but the junk underneath, if you've got an air compressor, save you a bit of rooting around. Grab the air compressor and try to blow most of that crap off first. That's what I would usually do. Next, you could use degreaser or dishwashing, what do you call it? Well, you can experiment, but I just prefer to use a bit of petrol. The old trusty stainless steel standing container. Don't have much fuel left. Try to use clean petrol, obviously. So pour it from the edge so it helps wash it as it's running down through. Use about half a cup to a cup. The way petrol prices are today, we don't want to stick a whole litre in there, obviously. But even a litre at $1.50 or whatever the price is still cheaper than $5 or $7 for an air cleaner. Replacement air cleaner. I guess you've seen a sponge before. This is very advanced science going on here. I was trying to think of the big words. You can kind of tell that when you see the top of it, it was kind of clean anyway, so the bottom would have to come up. The idea of blowing that dirt off first helps speed up the process a bit. There's less rubbish in the mix. Now with a good air compressor, I usually just blow that out. You can leave it on a windowsill somewhere or whatever, just let it dry out in the sun, but let's use an air compressor over here. That bit of fuel that's left over, usually I pop that in a container. It's a cheap homemade degreaser for later on. If you're really desperate, you didn't like your neighbours, you could stick it in the fuel tank or something. Just joking. We love our neighbours around here. Yeah. Should have usually pop them in the what do you call it, the pan of petrol while you're there. Put that oil out. This one was very oily. You see in the other video where we first pulled this apart. I'll give that a good wipe down with the rag. For the sake of they're about $7 or $8 for a new one. For about half a litre of petrol, a bit of air. Why would you bother spending $7 when they're still in a good, still reusable? I'll go back on there later. Thanks for watching.